So how are you guys doing today?
Great.
Thanks for being here.
I think we're good, yeah.
Or do you guys want to introduce yourselves? I feel like I don't have to just because you've already been here before.
So my name's Denise. I am somebody that's been helping out with DFLA for a while now.
A lot.
And Diana's best friend. So I've been around since 2012, but I'm usually the person that's on the back, like more behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, okay.
So I'm kind of more to myself, but I've recently started my own little business, so hopefully that goes good. It's gonna be permanent jewelry.
Yeah. What does that mean? What does permanent jewelry mean?
Basically, I buy wholesale chains, so gold filled or silver, and I would weld it onto so it doesn't. There's no way of taking it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there would be no real way. I mean, obviously, it's not permanent. If you need to take it off, you can just, cut it off. Okay. But to me, it's kind of like more of a solution because I lose everything.
Me too.
I lose everything. So
That's why I'm scared to get married.
Yeah, same. I've always thought about that too. I'm like, dude, if I ever get anything expensive, I'm gonna lose it. Yeah. Even before I even started to think of doing it on my own, I had gotten permanent jewelry with Diana before too. Mm-hmm. It just seems like
How cute.
It just seems like
When did you guys get married? Just kidding.
2012. 2012. We can answer that real easily. But June of 2012. The summer of 2012. Very romantic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just, to me, I lose everything, so it's an easy solution.
Yeah, for sure. That's really cool that you're doing that because I am always looking for solutions for jewelry. I always get like fake silver because I lose it. So there's no point in me having real silver because I just end up losing it anyway. So
but then they last. Like, I don't take care of anything, and I've had all these 3 are permanent jewelry.
Yeah.
One of them was the one we got on our anniversary. The other one is from another cousin we have that does permanent jewelry too. Mm-hmm. But they're solid. Like they don't go nowhere. I would have already lost it if it was just.
So are you going to be a part of DFLA or with your jewelry line, or is it like a separate website?
I think it's a separate thing. Okay. Obviously, when they have pop-ups and stuff like that, obviously I would want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's separate. Right now, we are hosting the event together. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're the ones with the larger following, so it makes it a lot easier for us to, put things out there. And
okay, but she got us there.
Yeah.
Like she's
trying to be humble.
Yeah. What? Like no.
I do the same thing.
That following, like her content is like, even if I think, oh my god, I made a cool video, I'm like, I know Dennis could have done better. Like Elizabeth.
A lot of the time throughout this video, you guys are going to hear them call me Dennis. My name is Denise. It's just a nickname that's stuck since 2012. A guy that we worked with, he put my name on a banner and he spelled it Dennis.
Yeah.
But he genuinely thought that's how it was spelled.
Yeah.
And it just...
I genuinely think that's how Denise is spelled because I don't know how to spell.
No. So yeah, I mean, it just stuck, honestly, with everybody. So anyone they introduce me to, they talk about me, it's Dennis.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little awkward sometimes because they kind of look at me like, I'm like, I'm a girl, I promise.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Dennis is me.
Dennis is the name.
My name is Diana. Nice to see you guys again. Hello, my name is Selma, and I'm Diana's sister, and we both are like co-owners of DFLA. Yeah.
So how have you guys been since the last time we did an episode? And how's your business doing?
It's been a roller coaster. Like, it's really hard. I feel like, yeah, it's hard. But we had our grand opening this past year in May.
Okay.
And then we recently closed our doors again, just for not, like, we didn't shut down or anything, but I don't think people realize how much an event takes out of you. Financially, emotionally,
physically,
everything, physically,
for sure.
I feel like people just think like she posted a flyer and the event's gonna happen and that's that. But no, it's been a lot.
Yeah, there's like so much work behind events. Like people don't realize like how much work. It's constantly just like reaching out to people, first of all, and then
waiting
for that, and then maybe like a quarter of them respond to you, and then it's like scheduling and coordinating. So much coordinating, which is exhausting.
much.
And then it's like you're also dealing with your everyday life with like, you know, having to just be there for your family, be there for your friends, like your partner, like, and then working and like trying to make money, you know, like all that stuff. And so people don't realize like how much work event planning is.
It's a lot. Yeah. And also, this is the first event that we do that isn't free.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're all like, I don't want to speak for all of us, but I think we probably all feel this, a little nervous for like the ticket sales.
Okay. How are you guys going to do the ticket sales?
We've been doing it online. It's on our website. It's on DFLA. Like literally the moment you click the link, that's the first thing you see. But again, all our other events were always free.
Yeah.
So I feel like this time around, we've had events where it's a great turnout, you know, but again, it was free.
Right.
I like to think that because of the cause that it's for, that it's a fundraiser, we're going to have a great turnout.
Yeah.
But I can say we're kind of nervous.
Yeah. That's always like the most like, so you can do all the planning and set it up and everything. And it's always like the most nerve-wracking part where you're just like not sure if people are going to show up.
Yeah.
And so that's, anxiety driven.
Yeah. It's still going to be fun if it's just us. So it's still going to be fun if it's just a little bit of people. But the more of you that show up, the more families we help and the more fun we have. So stop by. Yeah. And I think it's definitely not, to us, it's definitely not about how many people come.
Yeah.
But of course, we want a great turnout. Like, of course, we want to give the vendors the most that we can give.
Yeah.
And that's why we've all been working hard, like behind the scenes, to make it happen. She had a great idea of hitting up like bigger brands, and so we did. And surprisingly, a lot of them like, you know, reached out, and we're down for it, and we're so grateful for them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's low key what's gonna give us more of like people buying tickets
for sure.
I don't know, in a sense, it's more of like credibility.
Yeah.
Like, you're a bigger brand, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Versus like, I've never heard of who you are. Why are you doing this?
Right.
But I think it's gonna work out. I think we're all good people, and good things are gonna follow.
It's definitely gonna work out because you guys you have all these years of experience already with your business, and I feel like we should start there also with just like having you guys explain what DFLA is, just for the people that are like new to like listening to this, or people that haven't seen the first episode that you guys are in.
Okay, so DFLA is our clothing brand. My sister and myself started. I'm Diana and Selma, myself. So, it stands for Dead Friends Los Angeles, and basically what that stands for is all the dead presidents. Basically, we like making money. That's what we like. That's our goal, and it sounds a little bit, what's the word, like greedy? No, I think it's open to interpretation. Yeah, because it's not all about the money. It isn't. It isn't. Okay, it is because we're also trying to build generational wealth, but it's not like that's all we care about, and we're gonna disregard everything else. Okay, I think like the background to it is more like it's not all about money, of course, but I feel like being first generation like immigrant, no, yeah, children of immigrants, being children of immigrants, and a single mom. Like, we didn't really have a choice but to worry about money. Yeah. Like, that's all it was. Like, we were worried about our next meal. And, like, we were well taken care of, you know? My mom did great as a single mom. But we still had to, like, especially her, like, pick up the whole dad, like, thing of it. Yeah. So, basically, we didn't have an option to be broke. Like, we had to make it work. And, yeah, it's kind of always been about money and getting your money up and doing what you have to do to like survive. So when we refer to the dead friends, we are talking about the presidents on the money, the dead presidents on the money. But I feel like it's up into interpretation. Like, we always do our Dia de los Dead Friends event in November. So it goes hand in hand with that. But yeah, I just like to tell people like it's up into interpretation because everyone takes it different ways. And as much as I want to have a solid answer for you, like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people,
There never will
like,
be.
I've done pop-ups in Highland Park where they're like, I love the jersey, but that's really dark. Like, you're talking about dead friends,
like it's very morbid.
And I'm just like, it's not that. Like, that's not what it is. But I like to hear that there's a different perspective to it, if that makes
But
sense.
I feel like it's also on some if you know shit. And if you don't know, then it's not for you.
Yeah, but I feel like nowadays,
Like if you don't know and you don't get it, then it's not for you.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy it.
No, don't say that.
No.
I just feel like people, if you take it in like the dark sense,
You know
like
what I
it's
mean.
because you don't know us. Because I feel like if
Yeah.
you know us, like you know that that's not what it is, you know? Yeah.
I feel like I get you guys because like the name of my podcast is I'm Being Seriously, and like that's not like a grammatically correct sentence.
But that's so you though.
But
I get it.
Yeah, and so like it's I relate to that because it's like if you get it, you get it, and like I've said my name, my podcast name to people, and they're just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you don't get me, so I don't expect you to actually get the name of my podcast, and it's like not for you anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be if you want to listen to it, but like at the end of the day, like I like the way it sounds, and like when I first started it, like that's what I liked about it, and like it is what it is.
As long as you know what it means and you know what the meaning is behind it, like I feel like that you can see it through the camera, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can see that that's you.
Yeah.
And I feel like since I know you, I'm like, that's so Alexis. Like
also because like
that's so on brand.
I think I talk about like serious stuff sometimes, but I also like don't want to have a podcast where I'm just like constantly talking about like or being serious about things. And even if I am talking about something serious, like I definitely in my personality, like I try to make it like silly or funny in some way. And I think that's just like because that's how I cope with like a lot of the just life, you know? And I feel like if you don't have like a sense of humor, then you're probably going to be really depressed in life.
Yeah, do better. We laugh at everything over here.
Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of like maybe the same with you guys in a way. Like, I think like people have to get it. And if they don't, then like they're not,
yeah,
you know?
And I feel like if you know us, you get it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, if you don't know us, just ask and we'll let you know. Yeah, we really don't know how to shut up. So we'll tell you about it.
And so, okay, what cause are you raising funds for with your next event?
So we're basically raising money for vendors and families that have been impacted by ICE. You know, and the recent ICE raids in LA. So it is something that I think we all feel really strongly about.
Personal, for sure.
Yeah, it's personal. I think we all just want to do whatever we can with the resources that we have to raise money, and this is what we can do on our end. And yeah,
I also feel like we're all like first gen, so we've seen firsthand what it is, and we've lived with the fear of our parents being deported, and our grandpa was a raspado man, like your local raspado man. It's definitely personal. So I think the intention behind it is to raise money for the vendors that are either too afraid to come out or families that maybe lost their parents, lost one parent and need the assistance. We all kind of shop local. So we know a lot of vendors that like need the help. So I feel like it's something that came natural to us in a sense. I knew it when I hit up my best friend, like, let's collab. It was never going to be a no. Like, I knew that for sure. And I think we make a great team for sure. So I think it's something we just have to do. Like, there's no way, like, we were going to not do anything about the whole situation. And we're trying to make it, like, fun for everyone. I don't know. It has to work out.
How did you guys feel when all of this started happening? Because I'm curious to know. I haven't really talked to that many people outside of like just where I'm at about like how they feel about it. And I'm curious to know like how is that making you guys feel? I mean, right now it's like on a temporary restraining order. So like things have kind of more or less like chilled out, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's still just like a temporary thing. So like things are bound to happen, especially with like this president. So how did you guys feel when it was all happening?
I think for me, I'm like a very like empathetic person. So like even just seeing like people getting dragged from places or like kids crying, I'm just like, I would just sit there and cry too. Cause it's like, it all boils down to, just having basic human rights, and there should be no reason that any person's being treated that way. So it's hurtful to see, because obviously, one, they're human, and like two, they're people in our community. So, and they're not here to like do any harm, or they're just here to work. So to me, it's obviously like, it's just sad to see.
I think I had a lot of anger, like a lot of anger, because still to this day, like I can't understand why.
Yeah.
Like nothing that the media says, nothing that the president says or his administration makes sense to me. So I would watch a lot of videos. Like I would try not to even go on TikTok, because I feel like TikTok was a place for me to laugh, and everything was so sad. And like it's not like I was trying to block it out, but I feel like sometimes I needed that. I needed to block it out, because it was like I would literally call my boyfriend like, "Babe, I just saw TikTok," like, and I would literally cry. Like I feel like I feel everything through the camera, because I feel like that could be my uncle, that could be my dad, that could be my mom, like, and as like lucky like I feel that we are, that our parents got their like residency or citizenship, like it doesn't make me feel like anyone else deserves it at all. Um, but I feel like the one word I could use is like anger. I felt so much anger, so much hatred, like towards like the people that were doing it. Um, I couldn't understand, and I also felt guilt that I was just as brown as them, and I wasn't scared. I was scared. I was still scared
You
to go
were
out.
so scared. No, she was so
I was
scared
so scared.
because she was like she's like, okay, it doesn't matter to me, but like she's the most morenita out of all of us. So she was like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, because like, dude, I'm brown, I could get stopped, and I'm just like, what the fuck, and like.
She doesn't get it with her green eyes.
It wasn't like, just to be fair, it wasn't talking to me, but I'm just like, what the fuck, like it's that fucking serious, So
Yeah,
like,
it's that serious.
for me, I felt anger, rage, and sadness all at once, because it was just so sad to see everyone going through it. And it was just like, if it would have been just a few years beforehand, like it could have been our family too. And like even some of our family, they're still like, they have to be careful, like they have to be low key, like, and it's just like there's so many, and like right now that this president is here, like all of these
I
DL
love that we're not
races,
naming him. Fuck him.
all of these DL races are like coming to light, and they're like doing all this crazy shit, and it's just like, dude, like you guys were always like that. It's just because Trump is here that you guys are like coming to light.
For you not to be able to live your life in like, this free country, like it's really sad. Like it makes you feel sick. And I was like feeling depressed, and then like seeing my parents like be a little depressed too about it is just like really heartbreaking, because I get to see all that stuff on social media and it's like, in front of your face. But for my parents to get like depressed about all of it, like what's going on, like I feel like it felt heavier.
Yeah. It must feel crazy, because like you came to this country for the American dream, and now you're like, now you have to be extra careful here too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just
It's
like,
so
now
sad.
it kind of feels like, kind of for what,
Yeah. And like there was parts of me, I try not to like stick with this mentality of feeling like hopeless, but there were parts of me earlier this year that I would say like, I'm just like, fuck, there's literally nothing we can do. And I know it's like, yes, you can activate, yes, you can donate, you can do all these things to help out. But at the end of the day, like with this federal government, like there's literally no stopping them, It feels like that way, at least.
Power, like it's scary.
Not even just that. I feel like even then, like arguing with the Trumpy is like arguing with the wall. Like,
Yeah. There's like no point.
Arguing with the wall or arguing with the drunk person, like they just even if they can understand, they don't want to.
Yeah.
So, and it's just crazy because it's like they talk about like, oh, you guys are the sheep, but it's like really you're the sheep, baby. Like you're the fucking sheep, baby. Like you're the sheep, bitch. You're the sheep. You're birria, bitch. But yeah, or barbacoa.
I definitely feel like a lot of people have been like changing their minds about our president
Now that it's
affecting them personally. And how do you guys feel? This is like another hot take, but like, how do you guys feel about Latinos for Trump? Because that shit fucking
stupid.
pisses me
So
off.
stupid.
That fucking pisses me off.
So stupid.
Girl,
it just doesn't make sense because
they hate themselves for
a lot of them could say, well, we didn't know this was going to happen.
Yeah.
He told us.
Literally.
He told us at all of his little rallies that he was going to deport.
Told you, girl.
Yep. He told you. But you knew it wasn't clocking to you. But now it's kind of like, I can't even be like, okay, well, she didn't know or he didn't know. Like, you knew.
Yeah.
Everybody tried to warn you because I feel like we all had like, I mean, it sucks, but like we all have like a family member that probably did.
Right.
And you try to like educate them and they're like, no, that's not. I'm like, but here are the facts and you're still going to tell me no, then okay, then I don't really know what else to tell you.
They're not getting that they're not part of the 1%.
Right?
It's not going to benefit you. I had a classmate.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say your name. This girl, very Trumpy, very like for Trump, right?
I can't stand them.
Exactly. But come the raids, she's posting about, oh, can you guys support my tia? She's struggling after the raids. Oh, girl, no. Yeah. She blocked us after Selma said something about, like, it's crazy that you're a Trumpy and now you want us to support your tia's business. She wasn't even the only Trumpy that was doing that. It was just that the shoe just fit. Yeah, the shoe just fit. Yeah, she wasn't the only Trumpy doing that. And it's crazy because, like, if you see her family and her husband, like, girl, why? You don't have to tell me your race for me to know your race, And it's not even about that, but it's more like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Why do you guys think like there was so many Latinos for Trump this like past election?
Ignorance. A lot of ignorance, a lot of like lack of education. A lot of religion. Yeah. A lot of Christians, like, oh, because they're pro-life and all that. But it's like, girl, like, there would be a lot less drama if a lot of women just had their own choice, were able to abort.
But I feel like that's
or even regardless, right? With or without that, like, yeah. But you can't be like pro-life and then be okay with little kids being taken away from their families and put into cages, but you're pro-life. Like, that doesn't make sense. Or even the kids being bombed on the other side of the world. I feel like it's a lot of ignorance.
I agree. And it was just like mind-blowing for me to see how many Latinos for Trump. Not only Latinos for Trump, but like Black men also. So I was looking at
hates you so much.
I was looking at the statistics of it. So predominantly the Latinos for Trump were predominantly men, like male Latinos and Black men.
That's crazy.
And so I kind of like started looking into more of that and it just like it started to click. So I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of Latinas and Black women are starting to surpass like Latinos and Black men. So they're surpassing financially in education, entrepreneurship, like everything. And so what we're really kind of looking at, if you like dissect it and look into it a little more, it's more of like these men are starting to squirm because they don't know where they fit in their masculinity.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do about it. They don't fit.
And so they don't know what to do about it. So they tend to gravitate towards like these institutions like MAGA and church, like religion and stuff like that. These like bro podcasts and like
oh my God, the Andrew Tate guys.
Oh my God, exactly. Like those type of guys. They tend to gravitate towards like groups like that because those type of groups are still holding on to like traditional roles, right? Where like the woman is beneath them. And so like that's like kind of what happened in this election of just like seeing like people of color that were voting for Trump. And it's like really sad to see because women are just like becoming more empowered and they're figuring out that they can like do shit without men.
Yeah.
And these men like don't know what to do about it. And so instead of like, you know, them getting an education or like going to therapy and like figuring shit out, they're going to like MAGA, they're going to church, like thinking that like that's actually going to save them or help them.
Let me find another dumbass that agrees with me.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And like all of those like groups, they tend to like see like, you know, they're anti-abortion because they just want to like procreate and like have their seed everywhere and like shit like that.
Isn't that just spreading their seed?
Right? And so like that's what I was looking at when I saw just like this election. And there are like plenty of ignorant like Latinas. And I feel like I could only speak for like my culture, but I saw that too. And I'm like starting to see that a lot of those women that did vote for Trump are also like, those are like the biggest pick-me girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pygmishas.
They're pygmishas.
So yeah, there's a bunch of pygmishas that were voting for Trump.
I love the way you put it in a sentence.
And so I was just like, yeah, you know, when you look at like what a pick-me is, it's for sure like those women that voted for Trump, especially like the Latinas that voted for Trump. Something about it just like stings more that it's like a Latino person for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if you guys have a feeling.
I feel like it could be you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you feel, ICE doesn't give a fuck. They might drag you tomorrow. Like, you're not safe, especially when you look like me. Like, you can't tell me that Trump loves you. Not even just that, but they should already know better from all the machismo that we deal with in our culture already. So it's like, yeah, like we do want our men to be a little macho, but like not to the extreme where like they want to put you down and like you can't even drive a car, you can't like do anything, you can't have a job. Like, for some people it does, because we still know some people that like they still don't drive, they still, you know, like they still stay home, they still, you know. So for some people it does, but it's just like we should know better because our culture has already suffered from that. And even though we have a lot of machistas, like women still run shit, basically. Like, we still run shit. Like, it's just that, like, they kind of manipulate you men into thinking that you do.
So I agree with that completely in the sense where I think in our culture, Latina women tend to run shit, but they're like how you're saying, like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They're behind the scenes and they don't want to be like given the credit for it. They'd rather, because they know their man has like a sensitive ego, they'd rather give that credit to the man and be humble about it. So that's why you should stop being humble. Because you need to give yourself more credit and you need to be more empowered. And I'm saying this, but I also do the same thing as you. Like, I'm like, oh, I guess, it's my little podcast, yeah.
I think it's just like, you know, you grow up in that lifestyle and like, you know, you grow up kind of not like dimming your light, but
for sure. I think you are dimming your light,
you know, kind of. And to me, it's not even like, oh, you know, my mom or my dad told me not to like be a certain way or anything like that. But I think that growing up in like a Mexican like community, you kind of see maybe not your direct parents, but like you see how your other families operate. And it's kind of like, okay, well, like I'm going to be very humble about it and like very like, you know, don't do too much because then you're doing too much.
Yeah.
So,
and I think in our culture for sure, like at least in my family, and I've seen like friends, similar situation, the women in the family kind of ingrain that in the little girls that are being raised. They ingrain that to stay humble, to not like feel empowered, to not have too much confidence, because then you think you're all that and you think you're the shit.
Yeah.
And you think you're better than everybody. Yeah.
But I'm that bitch, Dad. Like, what?
And so a lot of it, you know, it's very cultural, and I think it goes like, I think it looks cute at the bottom.
At the bottom,
yeah, it looks cute.
Yes.
A lot of that is very cultural, and like I think men are to blame for it, but also the women that are raising the kids are also to blame.
I do have one thing to say about that, because my mom would always be like, no, like, you really have to, like, let them think that. And I'm like, Mom, they can't be that dumb. I would always, like, I would, because she would try to tell me that men were just really dumb and you just kind of have to let them think, like, yeah. And I'm just like, Mom, like, I had hope for them. I was like, they can't be that dumb. But then I realized they were that dumb. And I was like, oh my God, she was right. Like, they were that dumb. Like, we kind of do have to, like, let them think that they are running the show. But, like, baby boy, really, it's us, you know? Like, it was really you, babe. It was because they have, like, a really big, soft ego.
Why is that our problem?
Right?
Let me tell you why it's your problem. Because it's their job to protect, and they're not gonna want to do that. Provide and protect, and they're not gonna want to do that if, like, you break their ego down.
Ooh, that's a good point.
But okay, sometimes I feel like I'm not intentionally breaking your ego. Not you, babe. Talking about other people.
Yeah, other people.
Like, just men in general in my life, like uncles, everything. Like, I don't mean to break your ego, but if you could do better, yeah, like why are you mad that I'm doing better than you? Catch up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing better to break your ego. I'm doing better for myself. And if that makes you feel some type of way, that's a you problem. Like,
have you ever had men in your life that feel threatened by you or, like, jealous of you?
bitch, he wanted to be me. Yes.
Oh my God.
I definitely have experienced that. And it feels ugly.
Yeah, right? When you're like, why the fuck? First of all, I've
yeah.
First of all, I've dealt with, like, competing with girls my whole life, and now a fucking grown man is trying to compete with
and
me.
like, I never let the girls even compete. Like, you're not even my friend if you're trying to compete. That's weird.
Right.
Because we could both be great.
Yeah.
Like, even if we're doing the same thing, like, even if we have, like, the same business and you're doing good and I'm doing good, baby girl, good shit. Like,
yeah.
Good for you, you know?
There's enough.
But competing with a man is a whole different thing. Because they won't even admit that they're competing with you. Yeah.
It's like, this world is actually, like, designed for you to succeed. It's not designed for me to succeed. So
we could both.
Why are we competing? Yeah.
But I feel like if I don't know, I can't speak because I'm not a man, but at the same time, like, if I was a man and my girl was doing better than me, that would hype me up. Like, that would make me feel like, okay, I need to do better.
Yeah.
It would never make me feel like, fuck, she's doing better than me.
Not, like, as a girl.
Yeah, because I'm not a man for real.
Yeah.
I forget that.
You're not a man.
Because I be forgetting.
They're supposed to take care of us, provide for us, you know? Like, they're supposed to take care of us, provide for us. Sorry, girl. I'm just a baby. But yeah, so I feel like they just think that, like, they're less than if they don't do all that. But it's like, baby boy, we can come up together and take care of each other. But, like, you don't want to do that.
But I don't know if it's
so we won't.
My ego, but, like, I would never admit to feeling less than you. I would just do better without telling you that I feel less than. Does that make sense?
I feel like if I love him enough, I'll probably tell him, but that hasn't happened yet.
I don't know how to feel.
I feel like that's healthy, though, like you mentioned, like, because maybe sometimes if we say it out loud, it's not actually what we mean or feel. Maybe we just, sometimes you can have a friend, or I mean, you should have friends where you're like, they're better than me. I want to be up there with them, you know, and
like,
not in like in a competitive way, but almost like for like your development, as in like bettering yourself, you know?
I also feel like you can be good at everything.
That's
like,
true.
There's a lot of things that I might fucking suck at that she's amazing at.
Yeah.
And to me, it's more like, okay, let's work together.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, I hate you because you're so good at doing this. I'm going to be like, look, maybe you suck at this and I suck at that. Let's join forces and we'll be amazing together.
Yeah.
It's never about, like, I'm not going to sit here and be jealous that she can make a reel 10 times better than me.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy because a reel seems so easy. And I think I'm doing
so
great.
annoying.
And then she does it and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, that's exactly what I was missing. So to me, it's more like, dude, like, we need each other. Yeah. Let's do that, because I'm not going to sit back and be jealous about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
That doesn't help anybody.
Yeah. And I feel like you learn from it.
Yeah.
Like, if she's ever too busy and I have to do the reel, she's already shown me, like, what to fix. And I'm not afraid to ask questions. Like, I'm very like,
hey, how'd you do that? Like, what app did you use, you know? And I also feel that it helps that she's not, like, holding back from teaching me. Because there is people that are like, I'll just do it for you. I don't want to teach you, you know? I want to be that person that does that. Like, maybe I shouldn't teach you because you're going to do better without me. That's not where it is with our friendship.
That's, like, super healthy.
Yeah, that's super healthy. Like, 13 years, maybe.
And I think that also makes, like, strong leaders in people when they can accept and realize that they can't be good at everything, and they recognize people's strengths and they recognize their own weaknesses, you know?
Yeah, I feel like as a leader, you should be open to being led.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be 100% at everything.
All the time.
Not at all. As much as I want to be great at everything I do, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like,
so tell me about the challenges you guys have had planning this event, and when did you first start this event, or like the idea, like when did it start?
Like June, 2 months back, right?
Yeah.
In June, we started in June. The girls brought it up. Of course, thank you. Thank you for the positive reinforcement. But yeah, we started in June, and
I think we started in June, and obviously we kind of just brought up the idea of, like, let's do a fundraiser, let's collab on this. I think for me, like, the sore points of this has probably been, like, you know, when you do social media, there's obviously right now things are being monetized. So even the word ICE on things or hate, it's been monetized a lot. So it reduces, like, the traction from the views. So on a regular basis, where one reel or one post would get, like, I don't know, 1,000 views, we're getting like 200 because we're using the word hate in it. So, or ICE, because right now they're really restricting those words.
Even if we use code words.
Yeah, even if you use code, I feel like at this point, it's just frustrating because it's like, at this point, no matter what I post on my own social media, like, it's not moving. Like, it's getting at like a 200, 300 view max, and it stops.
And her content's pretty
good. And
no, her content's really good. Do not say pretty. It's amazing.
Great. No, but it's just
compared to like what they're pushing it, like, it's really good.
So like TikTok is fairly, like, generous with how quickly it spreads the word on things. But I've noticed that with this specifically, I don't know if it's the word ICE, I don't know if it's the word hate, but it's being, like, completely monetized and demonetized, sorry. And I've reached out to, like, other, content creators and stuff like that, like, hey, can you help us just spread the word? Just even reposting it, just getting the word out there. And they're like, oh my God, yeah, like, no worries. But even with that, and these are people with thousands of followers, even with that, it's not moving. It's staying at a steady 300. So I'm like, I'm just so confused. I'm like, TikTok, why do you hate me now? Like, but yeah, to me, that's the most frustrating part, because I'm the one that does like the reels and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm doing everything that I've done before. Like, why is it not moving? But obviously we have our posts that, do move. But I think in those, we have to, like, all collab in them for them to move a little more. And mainly DFLA, because DFLA is the one with the largest, or you? DFLA is the one with the largest following. So that one gets, if that's being collabed with, then it's going to be higher views. But, like, anything just like, if we're going to do individual things, like, it's just not moving. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think too, it's like, not discouraging, but yeah, in a sense discouraging, where, like, your own people, your own friends, your own family, like, and I feel like I feel like Selma taught me, like, because I used to get real salty.
Yeah.
Like, real salty when my family wouldn't, like, repost our brand or, like, even shop there, like, anything, and I feel like she taught me, like, not like it's not that serious, but also, like, you can't expect for that. We've definitely learned that it's the strangers that are gonna support, and it's always the strangers in my DMs talking about, like, you guys are doing great, and I'm just like, oh my God, you're watching, like, what?
Isn't it so cute?
Yes, girl. Even the last podcast we did with you, there was so many people that, like, I wouldn't even think are watching.
Yeah.
And we're so like, oh my God, that was so funny. Like, do it again, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And I was like, what? Like, but I take that to heart. I still take it to heart because I feel like the three of us are very supportive in the community in general. Like, even though we have a streetwear brand, we repost other streetwear brands. Like, even though we have a nail studio with facial lashes and everything, we repost other studios in the neighborhood. Like, we're not afraid to show love. So I feel like a little part of my brain is like, why aren't you showing love back?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel
And
that.
there, of course, there's the people that do. But I still have a difficult time understanding. And I'm trying to get over it because I'm just going to take love from wherever it comes from.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, damn, like,
yeah,
I'm giving you
wish it was
that
way.
And I don't do it. I don't show love to get it back at all.
I just feel like because you're doing that, like, and it's a priority for you, like, for a lot of people, it's not a priority. So, like, you can't really hate them for it. And another thing, like, not everyone is gonna need or want your product. So you can't expect them to, like, always, like, purchase or support, if that makes sense.
Okay, I get that part. I get that part a lot. But there's brands that, like, maybe I don't want to buy any of your product, but I respect your hustle. And I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, they don't need to reciprocate it. I don't show love for them to do it back. That's never my intention.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that still feels like, damn, why not? You don't have to buy my shirt.
But can I tell you why?
No, wait. You don't have to buy my shirt, but how does it affect you by reposting it?
Let me tell you why.
You could hate all of our clothes, but like, I'm here for you. Show love back.
It's because we believe that the sun shines for everybody, but not everybody believes the same.
Oh my God.
I'm so poetic. I
know. Yes. I agree with what you're saying, Selma. I also resonate with what you're saying, Diana, because like I experienced the same shit, you know? And even in the beginning, I was like, you know, I thought this person loved me, you know? Like, you don't have to listen to my episode, but can you at least like it or repost it or something? Because
how hard is that?
Exactly. And so I completely feel what you guys feel because, and I felt it in this podcast. I felt it doing events for the community. Like, I've felt it in anything I've tried to do for myself. I've felt it like completely. And I'm just like, why doesn't this person want to support me? With my podcast, especially, like, I've seen the comments or responses, and it's from like people I don't even know.
Yeah.
People we've never met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, I get, and I think this is something that I'm still like digesting too, is that like these people that you expect to be your people are not your people, you know? And I don't say that in a way to like be salty and like hold a grudge on those people, but like you're going to create your own tribe. And it's likely going to be from people that you don't even know and people that are looking for you and your brand, you know? And so I think like with me, that's kind of the same thing. It's like, I guess I'm going to resonate with some people that I just don't know. And that's actually probably better anyway.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, like those are some challenges I've experienced just like in this podcast. And like, it's just, it is a tough pill to swallow for sure. Yeah.
I don't want to feel that. Like,
I know.
It's not like I want to feel any hatred or I don't want to feel like salty about it at all. Like, because I feel like people are just living their lives.
Yeah.
Like, maybe she wanted to repost, but she's fucking sad. Or maybe, you know, like, I don't know. I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But then she's in all my comments, you know? And I can't, like, there's no way I have a friend like this and you can't do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Another thing is they don't have to. Like, we can't expect them to. They don't have to. We can't expect them to. It's not their job. We don't pay them to do so. So, like,
okay, but I want you to understand. What I want you to understand is that I get you.
I understand, and I understand what you're saying, but I get them too. I don't get them, but I get them.
No, okay, I completely get them. Like, I've come to like an understanding that that's okay, but
I feel like you're more of like, I don't give a fuck.
I really don't give a fuck because also like I have like maybe I've seen some people that I knew in the past and like they're promoting something and it's just like I would never buy that, so I'm not gonna repost it. Should they hate me for it? No.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I literally just said I don't hate any of those people that don't repost it.
Okay.
I just feel like it's not that hard to show love.
It's not.
But I think you're misunderstanding. Like, I don't hate them. I don't think they owe me anything.
You're right. I know you don't hate them.
Yeah.
I think my point is I just don't take it personal because
you don't take anything personal. I feel like I'm definitely more of an empath. I'm definitely like,
too.
I feel like someone's very like, so what? And I'm just like,
but that's also
no,
good
bitch,
for you guys because it like balances you guys.
I'm an empath too in the sense that like she'll tell me a story and I'll cry and I don't even know these people and I'll cry, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, you don't love my brand.
No, that's not.
Which is not what my sister's doing or saying, but it's just like, like, oh, you don't want to repost it? Like, okay, someone else will. That's just how I feel.
Okay, but
that's a better way to explain it.
That's how I feel too. But I feel like, okay, respectfully, I feel like I'm more of an empath because you don't edit flyers. Like, you don't put in that work where you're like, oh, like this photo shoot took me hours. Like, it hurts that you're not liking it.
Yeah.
She's like, as much as she's like part of the brand and she's my sister, she's my like partner and everything. Like, we do the social media.
Yeah.
Like, I do the photo shoots, she edits.
Really fucking hard. The social media part is so hard.
When I'm spending hours with the model, looking for poses and putting your fit together and adding jewelry and this and that. Yeah, shoes, everything. Spending my entire day doing it. And then I get 30 likes. Of course, it's going to hurt more than, like, if you're just behind the scenes, not,
that's true.
You know, not doing that part of it.
Capitalism. We just have to do better.
Oh my God.
No. Help me do better then.
I think it's also just natural, right? We're human and it's always that instant where it's like, obviously your first reaction is going to be like, damn, like nobody wants to like this or what? Like I work so hard on it. I'm like, little do you know I spent like 5 hours on this. Please, can you like it? But obviously, after some time,
the shit that cracks me up is when I post something and then somebody unfollows me.
Oh my God! I've never noticed that.
Okay, fuck you too.
You fucking bitch. I didn't want you here anyway.
But fuck you.
Following us after this post.
Like, yeah. I don't think I've ever noticed anybody well, I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah.
But I've never noticed an unfollow. Have you?
Yeah. I almost wanted to cry one time because I posted on my story. I was like, oh my God, I've been doing the social media shit and I finally hit 1,000.
Yeah.
And then 4 people unfollow me. Like, bitch, I'm back to 996. Like, heady as shit. They're like, not no more. I'm like, damn.
I'm like, you should have told me. I would have created 4 new pages right there.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, that shit's real. And that shit happens to anybody that's trying to, like, do something for themselves. And it's, like, the people that are, like, the haters that are not doing something for themselves that are, like, no, I'm not going to. Yeah.
That shit's so ugly.
But I get what you're saying, Dana, because, like, for me, a lot of your guys' events is like on a Saturday or Sunday, and I can't make it. I live far as fuck. I work on the weekends. Like, I can't. But I still like your stuff. I still like try to comment and things like that.
And you do.
And so I get what you mean that, like, yeah, you don't expect it, but it would be nice if like the people you know can do that for you.
Dude, there's literally people in my DMs that'll be like, oh my God, good shit, I'm watching you. You do so much for the community.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, you've never liked a picture.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not a bad thing. Don't think I'm fucking hating, girl. Because my biggest op right here thinks I'm just a hater. But that's not my point. Like, my point is, like, it's crazy because you're DMing me to tell me that you mess with our brand, that you encourage it, and then you love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But you've never double tapped. You've never commented.
Oh,
and I
so
feel
you
like,
mean like they're trying to like do it low key?
You know what I mean? It's kind of like if I congratulate you on your podcast, but I've never liked the post. I've never commented. So to me, it's more like, and I'm not going to tell you what to do, but to me, it's more like, damn, like the way you can really show me that you mess with my whatever I'm doing is by liking it, because unfortunately engagement is the only thing that's going to help me. I'm not telling you to like my picture because I feel some type of way if you don't.
It's more like if you like it, it really helps me. But if you like it, comment, share it, and save it, it does so much more for us.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Yeah, like it boosts it.
Yeah.
And the faster that, like, let's say the moment you post it, you message your friends, I just posted something, and 6 of them like it, it's going to show even more people.
Right.
Like, now the algorithm is way different than how it was when Instagram first started.
Right.
Yeah.
I know it, and
So it takes more for your stuff to get out there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always changing too.
Yeah,
so like
it
what you're
is.
saying is like how you're doing things the same, but it's just like not getting traction.
Mhm.
I feel like that's because like the algorithm's like changing somehow.
Yeah.
And, like,
And the terms are
and it's
different.
exhausting.
And I think it is, I genuinely, and it's not just like me just wanting to feel this, but I feel like I've seen a lot of videos of like other people being like, oh, we're being super vocal about this, and now our videos are not pushing through. So it is frustrating because, I mean, even if it's not like an anti-ICE thing, it's like, okay, well, what did I put all that effort into this and for what, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I forgot how like difficult it is to build the social media from nothing, right? Till I started doing like my business one, because I haven't had to start a new social media in forever. I mean, theirs was the first one. I mean, I have my social media, but I don't take mine too seriously. Like, mine is just there.
Yeah.
So I don't really do that for anything really. But helping them was easier, 5 years ago?
2019? 6 years ago now?
Like 6 years ago, it was a lot easier to like
Yeah.
get the word out there on social media, or you know, liking, sharing, and whatever. So, but now I think it's harder for whatever reason. And I'm trying to figure it out too, because I'm like, what's going on? Like, and I sit there and I watch videos, and they're like, oh, we'll do this, and oh, we'll do that, and I'm like, nothing's working.
They do.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
They do want you to do
this is just becoming like a whole like scheme at this point. Like, I can't even post social media and have it go out. But I mean, I feel like with time,
I think for me, like with the podcast, it burnt me out so much with the social media part that I started to like get exhausted doing like the podcast.
It's a little discouraging.
And because it's so
much
much work. Yeah.
It is.
And not only that, but like I don't trust just anybody to do like my social media because like I don't want to be like gimmicky. Like I don't like that. That's not me.
Or imagine you accidentally get canceled because someone posted the wrong thing.
that too. That's also scary and like valid because like
sorry in advance.
I'm not making a career out of it. I don't know.
I'm great at it.
I think I have like a problem where I don't want to I have commitment issues, first of all. Like,
same.
And so like I don't want to commit and put like my 100% into something because of like a fear that I'm just like gonna fail if I do that.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I don't know. I could do that, but I think I still have that fear.
Is it like once it gets too serious, like you don't want to do it anymore? Like,
no,
I don't know. I just like I probably have like a mixture of fears, and also it's just like I fear rejection a lot. So if I do put 100% in and it doesn't work out, then I feel like I'm a fucking like failure.
Yeah.
You know
what's crazy? I feel like a podcast for you is like the best thing you could have done, because even when you were my coworker at LA's Best, like I never wanted you to shut up. and honestly, like I can't talk to a lot of people for hours, but when you talked, like I wanted to listen, like genuinely. Like, I don't know if you remember the time that we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. It was me, you, and Daisy. Okay. But you and I wouldn't shut the fuck up. When we went out, like I feel like that time that we went out together, like I really realized, like, because I remember we bonded over being sociology majors.
Yeah, I remember that.
Basically, I was like, I love listening to this bitch talk. Like, so you having a podcast just makes sense. Like, I don't know what you're meant to do, but this is amazing. Like, I feel like I will listen to you every day.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I wish like I had it in me to do. That's why like I respect you guys, and like I'm like, you guys are doing like 100%. You guys are committed already, you know?
I don't even know what we're doing.
Whatever you're doing.
Yeah,
What
you're
are you
doing
doing?
amazing.
When people ask me, I'm like, we just be doing shit and we just figure it out on the go. Yeah, girl.
That's why
We be
like
winging everything.
I think like that's why I reached out to you, Diana, because I was like, what the fuck is she doing? Like I love it.
I'm all over the place. I'm like,
we don't know.
And like, you know, you were posting about like your shop or something, and I was just like, I want to know what you're doing because like this sounds cool. So that's why like it's intriguing to me, and I like to see people doing things on their own because I know what that feels like, you know?
yeah, it's crazy.
And I can't say like a lot of people actually know what that feels like because not a lot of people do things on their own because they're too scared. So I might not be doing like 100%, but like I'm still trying, you know?
You're still doing great.
Yeah. So figure it out from there.
Mm.
And then lastly, why did you guys name it Hot Girls Hate Ice?
Because we're hotties and we hate ice.
Not the reason.
That is not the reason. So I had contacted Denise and I was like, I had been pushing her to do her jewelry.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to for years.
Yeah.
But she just wasn't doing it. And it's not her slacking. I understand her, it's scary.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, maybe starting the brand was a little less scary because I had my sister by my side. So if I was slacking, she was gonna pick up the slack and vice versa. So I get her. But we were talking about her building her brand, and then I was like, dude, do it, and then we'll collab on the next event. Because we had done a fundraiser with Silk and Sugar, which is some other girls in the community that throw events. And they had done for the community, yeah. And they had thrown an event where it was anti-ice, and we were a part of it. We had them host it at our store. And I feel like that was very like encouraging.
Yeah.
It originally wasn't gonna be that until the ice raids started happening, and then they turned it into an anti-ice thing. And yeah, that was very encouraging. We spoke to them a little bit about like, hey, we've never done events that they had to pay to come in for, you know, like how do you do it and how does it work, you know? Yeah, we were really scared about charging because all of our events have been free. But whatever, it worked out for them and I'm glad. But that kind of pushed us to like, hey, like maybe we can do something like that, you know? So I reached out to her and I was like, hey, like if you start your brand and we collab like DFLA times LALinked, I think it'd be a great like event. So we went from there and she had actually gone to the protest. I didn't end up going with her, but she mentioned that she saw a sign that said something along those lines, right?
It said like me and my homegirls hate ice or something like that.
Yeah.
And I sent her that, but she was like, it's kind of long. And I was like, okay, yeah, it is kind of long. And then she said, hotties hate ice. So it was kind of like a breakdown of that.
Hot girls hate ice. Yeah. Yeah, it's what it is.
And anyone can identify as a hot
girl. Yeah. Anyone can identify as a hot girl for sure.
And I think it makes it cute and like fun and light for girls to be like, oh,
it makes it cute, girly. Yeah. Initially, the intention was definitely for it to be like, again, like we said, August was always our Pussy Power event, which was all female. But we did a little twist on it. And yeah, we're gonna have wings. We're gonna have. Oh my god, we're gonna have a lot of. Yes, dude. Okay, shout out Wings 95. Wings 95. It's two brothers from Lincoln Heights. Their wings are so good. They make all their own sauces from scratch. She doesn't even like ranch. She likes their ranch.
Yeah,
it's so good. Yeah, they're really good. And they've been out the game for a little bit. I think one of them went back to school or something. I'm sorry, boys, if I'm making shit up. I'm not, but like you know. They're out. They've been out the game for a little bit. And we reached out because we've been looking for them. Like, girl, whenever you know, how I told you we have our monthly like.
Because they used to post up in El Sereno, right?
Yeah. They used to post up in El Sereno, but they haven't been around for a while. And we reached out, like, dude, we miss you guys, like. And one of the brothers replied, and we were like, yes. Like, I messaged her, like, girl, they're in. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
So, where can we find you, and when is the next event?
Okay, so the next event is Hot Girls Hate Ice on August 16th. The event is from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and we're located in Cypress Park, 2125 Cypress Avenue to be exact. You can find the tickets in our bio at DFLA. You can find them on your personal page.
My personal page, and then my business page, LALinked. And then I think we all have them on our personal pages, right?
Yeah.
In the bios. But yeah, there'll be a DJ, there'll be a bartender, other vendors, photo booth. We're planning folklorico performance.
We're gonna do raffles with a merch by Bella, Doña, and Space Hose.
And Rizzo Curls.
Rizzo's Curls is doing a giveaway, so the first 100 people that come are getting a free non-alcoholic hairspray from Rizzo's Curls. Shout out Rizzo's Curls.
Yeah, her product's amazing.
Yeah, her products are really good. But yeah, come through to the event. The tickets are gonna be $10 online, $15 at the door. I know it looks like it's catered to the women, but men, you are invited.
Yes.
It's definitely like a baile type of thing. It's gonna be good. There's a lot of community coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
And 100% of the ticket sales are gonna go. It is gonna be donated. So that's another thing. I think I've had people ask me and DM me asking, like, what percentage is going to be donated. 100% of the ticket sales will be donated. 100% of the vendor fees is going to get donated. And
we also have some vendors that are struggling through the ice raids. We have our homegirl Carmen that does pressed juice. So we're going to have some vendors that they're going to be there that are directly affected by it. We're going to have raffles and everything. So
it's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a great time.
Hope you all can stop by.
The goal for the event is for everyone to pull up and have fun and spend money and raise more money for the families in need. So even if you can't make it, the purchase of that one ticket will go straight to the family that will need the money. So like, even if you can't make it, even if you can't buy the ticket, just like, share, and repost.
And if she still can't hold her own mic.
She's a princess.
She's just a baby.
Just a baby.
Wait. I just wanted to say thank you for having us.
Thank you guys for being
here.
We
appreciate you.
We really appreciate it.
You know how this actually happened? I saw Diana post like a note that said "Hot Girls Hate Ice." She don't even. I was kidding. And so it said like "Hot Girls Hate Ice," and I was like, "That's a really cute name. You should put it on a shirt or something like that, right?"
Wow.
And then she said, "We're having an event for this," and then she's like, I don't know, we just like coordinated a podcast, and then like here we are.
There you go.
I was like, let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I also want to thank you because I'm getting back to podcasting, and like this just gave me more like energy to keep posting and like editing and stuff. So thank you.
Oh, no,
thank you all.
We'll be back every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll close out here. Bye guys.
Thanks for having us.